All right, make sure to bookmark this recipe because this is gonna be one of your favorite Korean pork recipes ever. In Korean, it's called 돼지고기 두루치기. 돼지고기 means pork. And the second part, what is 두루치기? Type of way to cook meat. Instead of grilling it for like a nice crispy top, we're going to reduce it in a broth with marinade. And as it reduces, it becomes like chunky, kind of like a few scoops of beef or protein you would find in a curry, like that kind of texture. And with a bowl of freshly made hot rice, life is good. First things first, we need some thinly sliced pork. If you go to the Korean mart, ask them for 돼지, means pig, bulgogi. And this cut, it works beautifully. It's thin. Add this into the bowl. All right. And if you don't have a Korean mart and you go to an Asian mart or a lot of the big Western supermarkets, they'll have shabu shabu cuts. These are much thinner. These work perfectly fine as well. Just to show you, I'm gonna just combine the two. You can just use one. There's no need to use two. And then I'm using 600 grams in total. Now I'm going to set this to the side and it should start thawing by itself. For the fresh vegetables, we'll keep it real simple. Just one onion and then a stalk of spring onion, forearm size. I want you to use both the white and the green portion. And as I mentioned, for 두루치기, we're going to reduce it in a broth and the seasoning is what you're here for. My friends, we're going to do 4 tablespoons of soy sauce. And number 4, 3 tablespoons of gochujang, that's 1, and numero 3. And then we want a full-bodied flavor, so we're going to add some gochujang. That's 1 tablespoon, and a little bit more, we'll do 1.5 tablespoons of gochujang. Everything is about balance. That's a lot of spice. We need some sweetness. 1 tablespoon of sugar. We'll start with that surface level sweetness. 2 tablespoons of honey, adding that full-bodied flavor to that sweetness. And then that's 2. Good. This honey will also help thicken up the sauce. 2 tablespoons of meshil, which is the Korean plum extract. If you don't have this one, you can just skip it. It's all right. A lot of flavor already in there. The 2 tablespoons of mirin. That's 1 and 2. All right, guys, then a tablespoon of minced garlic. And then a teaspoon of minced ginger. If you don't have any ginger on hand, it's all right to skip this one. And then let's do 7 or 8 cracks of black pepper. Now take a look at this. I mean, to be fair, you could pretty much put anything in this sauce and it's gonna turn very Korean. By this time, they should be melted out a little bit. Unravel them. This should be enough for 3, maybe 4 people, depending on how hungry you are. Let's throw in our vegetables. Good vegetables, very nice, good. And then I want you to add around 2/3 of the sauce in, not everything. We're going to reduce it and then we're going to add a little bit more later. So save around 1/3. And if we cook it like that, there's not enough liquid in the pan. That'll just turn into a regular bulgogi. So we're going to add 3/4 of a standard cup, 3/4 cup of water, just plain water. Now you see a little layer. It's going to boil and simmer in this broth. Flame on. All right, give this a slight stir so that sauce can get in there with the water. And once it comes to boil, we're going to give it around 15 minutes to reduce without a lid. We want that pork smell to get out of here. All right, and one thing, as it's reducing, you want to use your chopsticks and split apart some of the meat so that they don't cook down together and turn into one big lump. All right, this is around 15 minutes. Oh my gosh, this is kind of looking like a Yoshinoya bowl. I want this now. So take the rest of the sauce and then dump it over. And then this is when the duruchigi becomes the grown-up duruchigi. Mix that up and you're going to just see now the color just intensify. And then we're going to simply wait until there's very little broth left and it should reduce down to a little bit of this like creamy runny texture. All right, I think we're done. You push it back, just a little bit of water. That's perfect. Round everything out with 1 tablespoon of toasted sesame oil. Put that in. Mix that up. And guys, I can't be patient here. I need to take a little bite. Oh my god. Wow. Simply amazing. And guys, just take a look at this meat. Grab a little bit of the leftover sauce. Right? That's where all that flavor is. Lay it on top. Oh my goodness. Maybe just a little bit more. Ooh. We're gonna add a little bit of our green onions on top. Sprinkle on a few sesame seeds. And boom, there it is, my friends. All you need is a bowl of hot rice. There's a lot of broth on that. The onions have melted down like a match made in heaven. Put it over that rice and then go in for that spoonful. The spice is just right. The sweetness is just right. The broth tastes like a curry. The rice is not enough. We gotta make more rice. You know, in movies, when the characters eat something really good, their eyes like flutter back like, that's what I felt right now.